Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Convention Storytime. We're actually here right now at DaishoCon, and I'm here with Nick from Confident Video.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
And so yeah, like I said, we're at DaishoCon, so if any audio stuff is weird, that's why. But it's just this one video. Should be cool. But this is a guest story time, so he's got two story times for us. And we're just gonna let him take it away with the first one.
Yeah, so they both involve the same person. That's kind of why I wanted to do both of them. So the first one takes place at Anime Milwaukee 2014, and that was my freshman year in college, so I really didn't know many people that went to cons because before that point I pretty much only went to one convention every year for 4 years.
Fun.
So I didn't really, this was the first time, and they were the ones to that kind of went with me. So we were at Anime Milwaukee, and we had a hotel room with 6 other people, and the first time I think this was the first time I was with, or there wasn't the first time that I was with the specific group of people. They were with us for DaishoCon, and everything went fine. We didn't have any bad things, so I was like, oh, okay, I don't mind being with them again. So basically, I was out with my friends from high school because they were also there, and then I came back into the hotel room to go to sleep. It was 1 in the morning.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the person that was that had booked the room, and the person that I knew from college wasn't there, and there was this person on the floor, on the air mattress, and they were next to their significant other, and they did not look very well. So one of them was really, really drunk, pretty really sick drunk, and the other one was kind of drunk, but not to the point where she felt like she was gonna throw up. So what happened was, eventually, I almost get to sleep, and I just, hear, this guy, starting to vomit, and he pukes all over the floor.
That's the worst when you're almost asleep, too.
Yeah, and
just wait till I'm asleep to throw up.
And I'm just, because, his partner was, not 100% there, she was freaking out, because it was red alcohol, they were drinking red alcohol, so they're we don't know if this is blood that they're vomiting or what, and he just kept throwing up, and we put the garbage basket next to him, and still was missing the garbage all over the floor. And the thing was is that it was red alcohol, so it was gonna stain the carpet too.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So,
what a situation.
So basically, I'm trying to call the person that owns the room and that are friends with us, because this is their room. They need to take care of this. This isn't my job to babysit. So
yeah.
I just I'm calling them. I call them 5 or 6 times, and they did not pick up. And then they eventually finally I just leave. I was I can't deal with this right now. I'm exhausted. This is not my issue. It is your fault for drinking this much. And they were just they're he kept rolling over face down, and if anybody knows when you're that drunk, you don't do that, because you can actually drown yourself, because your body will just throw up on your face and you can't breathe. So it was getting really bad, and I was just I can't deal with this. This is way too much for me. I've never had to deal with a situation like that before. So I just leave, and their partner was just you can't just leave, you need to help. And I was I can't do anything.
Yeah, what do you do?
I was do you want me to call an ambulance? They're no, we don't have the money for that. And they're I was oh, well then then I can't do anything. So I just step out of the room, and I'm out in the hallway. Finally, the person that owns the hotel room, it's under their name, comes up, and I'm you can't see, but I was inches from their face, just screaming at them. I was I called you 4 times. Where were you? This is an emergency. I wouldn't have called you this many times if I wasn't for anything serious. And they're oh, I was at the Maid Cafe or whatever. It's the Maid Cafe closed. It's 1 a.m. There's no way. And so basically I was you have a situation in there. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not staying in this room. This is garbage. I'm not dealing with this. So I just take my phone charger, and that's it. And I just I leave. I leave all my clothes in there, because I don't want to get back in that hotel room. So I call up 4 of my friends that were staying. One of the people I really didn't like that much, and I was just that desperate.
Yeah.
I eventually found a place to stay. I slept underneath the desk, because they're literally, because this is if you've ever been to Anime Milwaukee, their hotel rooms aren't that big, and so they had like 3 people on the king size bed. They had like 5 people like on the floor, and the only place left was underneath the desk. So I had
bathtub.
That's awkward. We're not.
That's awkward.
We're not even getting into the bathtub thing. Why everyone like thinks the bathtub is the hypest place to sleep, and I ain't
The
even,
hypest.
like it's not even a joke. Like I'm like everyone's like I want to sleep in the bathtub. I was like no you don't.
I slept in a bathtub once, and you don't want to sleep in a bathtub.
Well, like what happens when someone needs to go to the bathroom? Then you're.
I know, but then for me, I'm right there. I mean.
Well, yeah, it's convenient for you, but yeah. So I slept underneath a desk, and then Sunday, when I went to go get my stuff, like they were like all mad at me because I didn't help them, and I was like I helped the best I could, and I just like didn't talk to them after that. So that's the first one.
That's a really awkward situation. I'm very, very careful on who I stay in hotel rooms with, and if that ever happened to me, I would never stay in a hotel room with them again.
It's been pretty much since this convention, DaishoCon, where I've like pretty much known everybody that I've stayed with, but like I pretty much know that if that situation were to ever happen, people would know what to do. Like,
gotcha.
Because like at the time that it happened to me, like I wasn't really ever exposed to alcohol that much, so I really didn't know like what to do. But like now that obviously I've been through college, like and I've had friends that have had that happen to them, like I understand what to do and like how to help them. And I was like legitimately scared, but
yeah.
So the next story is at KitsuneCon. It's with the same person. So I used to cosplay, but I don't do that anymore because it's money pit.
Yeah.
So
no offense to any cosplayers, but it's true.
More power to you guys, but I just can't afford it anymore. And I commissioned my friend. So the first con that I did this for was at DaishoCon. I was Excalibur from Soul Eater, and I had the full head and everything. Like it wasn't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was super cool. Except I couldn't see or breathe in it. So we're like. So we're basically like had to take it, put it on every time someone wanted a photo and stuff like that. So I really liked the one that we made, so I was like, hey, let's try to make another one, but like let's make this one better and like be able to see and breathe out of it, because I would appreciate that. So we made a different one for KitsuneCon that same year. It was in spring, and it was like this happens the last weekend of spring break for us. So I wasn't in town. I was at my parents' house, and I even like messaged this person. I was like, hey, if you need help, like it's the week of, like if you need help, I will drive. It's only an hour away. I can drive to help you get this done. And they're like, no, I can get this done in time. Don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, well, as long as you say that, then I don't mind having you like do that by yourself. So basically, also, like I didn't mention, I paid for all the materials, which is about $200. I paid her $75 to actually make it. So it was a $275 cosplay that I basically like had that I wanted to get done. So me and my friend get to KitsuneCon, and we're staying in our own hotel room, like me, him, and another person. And then they get there not only late, like they don't get there till like 5, and they told me they were gonna get there way earlier. They also came with the cosplay not done. So like I
cosplayers, man, that always finish it in the hotel room. I swear.
Yeah, it was like I was so mad. Like I saw them. I was like, they didn't even like want to see me. I was like,
I bet.
I was like, is this done? They're like, no, it's not done because of this. And I was like, and they're like, she's like, I'll get it done though. I was like, yeah, you better get it done. And like I was furious because like I wanted to wear this the whole weekend and all that. I didn't end up getting it until like 9 p.m. on Friday, and she was working from like 4 or 5 to 9 p.m. on this, so like that's how much more she had. And then for a while, like I was in her room watching her do it, and her friend came, and I was like, and she could tell like I was pissed off, and she's like, you're so ungrateful because she's making this for you. You shouldn't be mad that it's taking too long. And I was like, no, I paid for this. Yeah. Like, if someone paid for a wedding dress and didn't get it done by their wedding day, are you going to say that the person that made their dress isn't like, oh, yeah, that's fine, you know, don't blame them. So I was like, I got in her face. I was like, no, this isn't okay. So I got my cosplay late, and I don't think I actually I don't think I paid her as much as I said I was going to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'd be like, I'm not paying you everything.
So,
But
so then, pretty much after that point, I never talked to this person ever again.
Oh.
Because I was like, this is it. Like, it happens time and time again with stuff like that with that person. So I was just like, I can't deal with this drama anymore. So if I saw them on campus or at conventions, I just like was just like, I like would literally just look right through them. So I was just like
Yeah.
100% done.
There's people like that, man. Sometimes you just gotta like walk away from that. Just move on. Other people. There's better
Yeah.
people out there in the world.
Yeah, that's the biggest con drama that I've ever been in, which luckily isn't that major, but it's
Dude, your
still-
first story's like, I think that's crazier than any story I've ever told. I don't
That
ever
was-
have stories like that.
but that was just like, that was like so scary, cause like cause like also like if I would have gotten caught, cause yeah, I was a freshman obviously, so
Oh.
like, but I wasn't drinking, like I didn't drink at that point. Wait till you're of age, kids. If you decide anyway. So like I was freaking out because I was like I'm gonna get in trouble, like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna get all this, like cause I'm gonna get like a ticket and my mom's gonna find out and I'm just gonna be like, oh god, this is it. So it was
Yeah.
just like a super scary situation to be in.
I wouldn't even know what to do. Yeah, and then knowing me, I'd probably be vlogging the whole thing. I'd be like, dude, this is like great.
That'd get you the views though.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, I hope you live, but this is
like
gold right
yeah,
now.
that's gold material. But
Like, you chose to do this. You're going all over YouTube, man. I'm sorry.
yeah, for sure.
Well, anyway, thanks for being on Convention Storytime.
yeah,
I
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Yeah, of course. And anyone listening, link in the top of the description is to his channel, Confident Video. Definitely go check it out. Should be having, well, I was gonna say should be having some Daisho stuff come out soon, but this will probably go up after my Daisho stuff. So should have some Daisho stuff already there to check out.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, thanks again. And if I do forget the link, just tell me. Comment, Cody, you forgot the link, and I will literally send you the link direct message and then put it in the video. So yeah, I'm not good at that. Anyway, thanks again. And
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it was awesome having you.